Hi, I'm Lois. I'm the founder of Restored Eden Physiotherapy, and we're going to do some facial exercises to prevent early aging or early wrinkling of your face. Obviously, lots of people want to do this, and it's a very popular thing for people to do. But from a physio point of view, then we're actually looking at what muscles we want to work and what muscles we don't want to work. So it is actually a thing that if you overwork muscles, then that can be detrimental. For example, if you overwork your accessory muscles in your neck, then that's going to make you look older. If you look at a child, then their neck just is completely soft looking and neck looking. So if you look at my neck, then there isn't any sticking out muscles. However, if I was to make faces like I don't really want to do it, but where you like, if you've seen elderly people and they've got a lot of muscles sticking out, when you pull a face like that, then you can really make all these accessory muscles that are there to pull faces with, or when you want to express yourself in certain ways. Those muscles are supposed to be used in for special occasions when you're angry or whatever, but not all the time. However, if you are always having a chin poked posture, so like that, and your head is off the center of gravity, then you're going to have to hold your neck up with all your accessory muscles. So that's why we need to retract our neck and pretend that a cord is pulling our head up behind us. So the way to make sure that we are not using muscles that we don't want to be using is to retract our head. So we're trying to imagine this is my chair, I'm trying to push into the chair and go back. So if I'm not leaning on a chair, I can pretend that there's a chair behind me and I'm trying to get my head against the back of it. We can also do some exercises to stretch it. So the condition of your neck is a real giveaway of how old you are. So elderly people generally have sagging and use of their accessory muscles in their neck. And so if your neck is not smooth, then it makes you look older. So if you want to stay looking young, then you need to look after your neck. You need to look after the skin in your neck, so moisturize your neck, not just your face, but also look after the condition of the muscle. So we're going to do some neck exercises. If you put your the bottom of your chin in front of your top lip, so your bottom lip's in front of your top lip, and then you suck up with your tongue, and then extend your neck like so.
Inside.
So now we're going to pretend that we're blowing through a straw, and we're working our buccinator muscles around here, and then the muscles at the top of our lips and below our lips. Now it's quite embarrassing that I'm even doing this because I feel like I've got loads of wrinkles, so I'm not a very good demonstrator for what is good for your face and what's not good for your face. But we want to be pretending that we are having all the muscles in the back of our head pulled back, so like all your wrinkles pulled back. So if you imagine like when you do that to your face, like a facelift, you're giving yourself a facelift, but with your muscles. Because if you can do the facelift yourself, then you will have a facelift. So we're just pretending that we've got a straw in our mouth. Now, depending on your genetics and how your face is made, and just like everybody looks different, and so therefore their muscles work differently. When you do different things, then different people will have a reaction. So some people can blow a straw like that. Now I get like loads of wrinkles, so obviously that if I'm doing an exercise that's making me have wrinkles, that wouldn't be a good idea when I'm trying to get rid of wrinkles. So then therefore if I'm blowing a straw, then I would want to do it in such a way that I don't get wrinkles around my mouth. So I would do it like this. So what's happening is that I am sucking in, and as I suck in, all of my face is being like pushed into a non-wrinkly fashion. So then that's a good thing. So if you look in the mirror and then do it in the mirror, then you can adjust what your exercises are according to how your face is. So an equivalent of that is if you were going for a run, or for example, I am a swimmer and I do butterfly. When you're desperate for oxygen, then you will open your mouth really widely and go like that. Now, if I am swimming butterfly, like I used to swim 200 meters butterfly, and that was my main event, then I am doing an awful lot of that, like that, really breathing in. And when you suck all the air in, you can see that if you slow down my camera from a minute ago, all of my wrinkles went away when I just like did that sucking in of oxygen motion. So if I give you an exercise, I can say repeat it 10 times, but actually if you were trying to get a toned bottom, then 10 times would probably not be enough. Like, you want to do it a lot. So for example, somebody that goes marathon running has got a really toned bum because they're going into extension a lot, again and again and again, for however many hours it takes them to run their marathon. So they end up getting a really toned bum. So it's the same with your face. If you do actions with your face which are beneficial to you having a toned face in the right way, like that motion, like, then that got rid of all my wrinkles. If I do that a lot, then I'm going to have a toned face. The muscles underneath my skin are going to get bigger in a good way and then plump my face out. Whereas if I don't have any muscles in my face, then my face is just going to drop and the skin will go wrinkly, in the same way that you can look at some people's bottoms and they're really wrinkly and saggy and not so attractive because there's no muscle that's holding the bottom up. So on the one hand, you want to repeat the exercises a lot, and I would say a good way to do that is to do some kind of exercise like running, where you're having to take a deep breath, something that, or cardio, or like some kind of exercise class, or literally any kind of exercise that makes you have to take deep breaths. But then on the other hand, you want to be not working the muscles that are going to give you wrinkles. So for example, if you crinkle up your forehead when you talk, or when you do certain expressions, when you're concentrating, or if you get like 11 marks between your eyebrows every time you do any kind of activity, then you're going to get wrinkles because you're overworking those muscles. So then you're crinkling up your face or crinkling up between your eyes. Or some people, like when they're concentrating, they do that and then they get loads of crinkles around their mouth. There's so many things that people do with their face, but if you're aware of what you do and then you switch those muscles off, so even though you're smiling, you don't crinkle up your forehead, then you're going to get less wrinkles than if you keep doing it. So you can do those exercises where you pull your face back. It's like you're pulling all your wrinkles into the back of your head, like. So now we're going to work the muscles underneath our eyes to try and level out the muscles around our eyes. So we're now going to lift our bottom eyelid like so. So you want to try and make sure that when you do that, you don't lift your forehead, but you're literally only lifting the bottom eyelids. I can't do it without pulling the bottom eyelids down. That's okay, as long as you are lifting the bottom eyelids, that's okay. So now we're going to do an exercise where we've got our eyes shut, and then we're imagining that we're trying to pull our face into our hairline. So everything about our face has been pulled back. So let's just try that. So that probably looked like I was doing nothing, but I was actually pulling all the muscles back into my hairline and working the muscles. So when you're doing anything, just be aware of where you're taking your face and what you're doing with your face and what you look like, and just imagine that you're looking in a mirror all of the time. So as I was saying, physiotherapy really does work the entire body, including the face. If you want to know more, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel and get more Pilates exercises. Thank you, have a great day, bye bye.